Hi guys, this is Patsy Givenji and it is yet another amazing episode. I hope you have subscribed. I hope you have watched the rest of the content. I hope you have dropped a like, a comment. And my co-host is very busy here. My baby is here. So TikTok brought me here. TikTok brought me here. TikTok brought me here. So people have been curious. Let's set this properly. I think it's okay. People have been asking a lot of questions. People have been having a lot of questions. And because I am not a gatekeeper, nikasema why not? So here I am. Let's do this video. It's another Q&A. And this time, I will try as much as possible to be as comprehensive as I can. So meanwhile, like, subscribe, comment, ignore my co-host. Let's go to the first one. Mtu anasema hata mimi I like watching you, but I am confused. Confused about what though? Because I actually asked you guys to ask these questions. Bossy on TikTok. Bossy asks, what do you use those pads behind you for? Just curious. Zilikuwa hapa nyuma yangu. And so I have an initiative called the Radical Resting Space. And under the Radical Resting Space, we have SRH Bank. And so his pads zilikuwa za could give towards that initiative. That is a question I was getting every single time, and you will know why. The next one is kindly talk about your skincare routine, especially hands. I don't have any skincare routine. Let me just be honest. Yeah, let me just be honest. I want to get a very juicy one. Is it intrusive asking if you actually went through the surgeries on the top area, like mastectomy and stuff? Accusing block. I don't know why people ask like such reasonable questions and then think, who are you interacting with? Anyway, I have not gone for any surgery. I am not intending to. Yes, I am not intending to. However, you all know that at some point I was on hormonal replacement therapy. At the moment I am not, but yes, surgery, no. HRT, yes. Most of you are just complimenting. Hey Patsy, my name is Chemutai. Hey Patsy, you said in a previous video that you didn't carry the pregnancy na hamkufanya surrogacy. How did it happen? Humbly. Guys, unless you are very new to this page, my partner is a trans man. And so that should be a very clear answer. That should be a very, very clear answer. And so if trans man meets trans woman, then yes, more often than not, a child can actually come out of that union. So yes, that is why it is not surrogacy, it is not IVF, it is not any other method. The child is biologically both ours. Yeah. But when addressing your partner, you said you said you didn't use a surrogate. Actually, more confused than before. And someone else says same here for sure. So that is the same thing. Yeah, I feel like we need to get ourselves out of this space where when someone says he's, then automatically you think of cis men. You think of cis men. And when you do that, yes. I have also been feeling confused. Kindly note, I respect you. Who carried your baby? So that is another question again. Patsy, do you get a lot of discrimination for who you are? If yes, how do you deal with it, especially physical encounters? Now, I was just talking to Diana Yegon. I actually came from doing an interview with her. And the thing is, I avoid interacting with the general public. I really, really avoid as much as I can. And this is why mostly you'll just find us in the house. Yeah. This is because of the discrimination. People can be quite disrespectful verbally. And there was a time when I used to be threatened a lot. Right now, it's even more now that I'm public facing. But yeah, so how do you deal with it? Mostly, I just avoid engaging the general public. So mostly, if I'm leaving the house, I will be in a cab, nifike mahali naenda, and then nirudi. So mostly that's all. How did you get your baby? I have answered. If you listen to understand, especially the last few videos, everything you need to know has been well explained. That's valid, that's valid. Aki kuna mtu alisema ati content yangu si ya watu adi, uko chini adi kafiltariwa. Don't be like that, guys. I often wonder how your coming out stories were. Did you receive compassion or rejection? Additionally, before coming to terms with your orientation, how did you deal with the possible identity crisis when you weren't like the others? That is very, very well put. Wow. I'm extremely straight. Sometimes I just wonder what the experience are for those like you in an African setting, apart from what we see in movies. Sending love. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Love the nightgown. Now let's start. This we are going to unpack. Hii nayo tutasip. Tutasinyo. First thing, I didn't come out. I didn't come out. And I feel like I will start asking people if they came out. Did you come out? I didn't come out. And well, I don't want to assume this is a one shoe fits all situation when it comes to trans people. I feel like for trans people, more often than not, we were this since Kitambo. Maybe we didn't have the word for it. Maybe you are labeled, you are a feminine boy, you are a very masculine girl, da, 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 da. I feel like that is what used to happen. But at the end of the day, I don't think I came out. Yeah? However, you mentioned something very important, the identity crisis. People avoid using the term identity crisis, yet it's a literal crisis. That is how I ended up with acidity influx. It is because the feeling of being different and people constantly pushing it down your throat that you're different when you can't even identify it, and so automatically you don't even have the word for it. It is the most devastating feeling. How was I received? On one side, my parents were very supportive. My sister was very supportive. Some of the family members were very supportive. Not some. Most of them, plus the society, everyone wants to have an opinion about you. And it is until 2023, shock. It is until 2023, and I decided, you know what? I am going to live my truth. I am going to live my journey, whether you take it or leave it. And any sort of disrespect or any sort of invalidation, I am going to disengage. And that is how I have been moving around the earth and moving around the world. And that is how my life has changed since. And I feel like there has been a lot of growth. There has been a lot of self-awareness. But yeah, in a nutshell, that's it. Is there something? Yeah, and experiences from an African context, you are very right. It's crazy. It's crazy because I was just mentioning to someone that most times I have to cover up, I have to use masks, I have to be in caps, I have to like put on a headgear. There's a lot. I have to use a cab. You can't be in a matatu like everyone else. There are certain things you can't do, like huwezi fungua kibanda somewhere. Yeah. And I get threatened every other time. That is the next thing that almost becomes part and parcel of my life, getting threatened. Anzana, you were born at the age of, I did this and this, and now, give us, no. Uko show utatutusi, surely. Surely. I feel like that will be such, okay, probably some of our answers will be answered in some of the question. I hope you'll answer mine because I'm always concerned. I'm always confused. What's definition of trans? Her name is Moody. Or is it Maddie? Moody. So, a trans person, I love to say that a trans person is a person whose gender identity does not marry with the sex assigned at birth. A clear example of people that were assigned female at birth and identify as men, or someone that was assigned male at birth and lives as a woman. So that is, in a layman's language, that is what I would say. That is who a trans person is. And it is very important to put it that way so that we can be able to also differentiate between trans and other people. Trans and non-binary, trans and lesbian people, trans and gay people. Yeah? So, yes. Patsy, is trans recognized in our country by the government? And can you be given a marriage certificate? That is something I've been wondering also, because my partner is a trans man and I'm a trans woman. So as far as I'm concerned, under the Constitution, we are not within the confines of the statement that talks about carnal knowledge. Yeah? Was assigned female at birth, I was assigned male at birth, and so I don't know if the event, maybe we'll try. Give us a dare, you guys. Give us a dare. Next month tuingie kwa AG tuone what is going to happen. For now, I don't want to respond to this because I don't know. I honestly do not have an answer for you because I am yet to see trans couple even that have solemnized their union. Do you know any? Okay, yeah. Mimi nakupenda sana lakini sielewi your gender vizuri. Please, I'm sorry if I'm sounding bad. No, you guys, and stop being defensive, guys. Stop being defensive. Stop being defensive. Yeah? And I'm speaking to mostly those who are very curious. Genuinely curious. Yeah? It's okay to be curious. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah? What's your gender? Transgender woman. I am a transgender woman. I am a transgender woman. Hi, Patsy. Is trans the same as intersex? No. No. From the definition I have given about trans, while intersex is where the sex characteristics, yeah, like physical features, the physical features don't align. I don't want to say it's a misalignment because it will almost sound like, but if you ask me, it is. Yeah, if you ask me, it is. It is a beautiful, okay, let's not call it misalignment because I feel like misalignment has undertone of negativity to it. But it is just things that are not usually anticipated in like the regular anatomy. Let's say it's not the regular physically, yeah? While for trans, it is that the stuff that is not anticipated in terms of psychology. You are male but woman, female but man. Intersex, you could literally be a person. And then intersex, they're like different variations. We have like intersex people who are intersex because of their chromosomes. Some of them it is because of their anatomy, their physical anatomy. Some of them it is because of different things. Yeah. And this is why, and I don't want to confuse you guys, but this is why some trans people could live as trans, and then later on, a test happens and you're just like, you could actually be intersex. Yeah? So some trans people can be intersex. But that does not mean you can use intersex and transgender interchangeably. No. According to some spiritual contexts, some people who are of the LGBTQ communities were of the gender they want to change to in their previous life. That is, a tomboy may have been previously a man in her past lives. Also, some may have had very strong views against the other gender, and in the next life, the boundary between male and female is blurred to teach them how to respect or honor both genders. That is, if one had supported strong opinions about patriarchy in a previous life, the next life, your soul, since souls have no specific gender, will blur that gender boundary and you find yourself being gender fluid, etc. What are your thoughts on that? That the LGBTQ lifestyle is sometimes part of a very deep soul assignment. I know maybe it can go deeper than just that, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. This is such an interesting POV. This is such an interesting POV, and honestly, I feel like this would affirm me. This would very much affirm me. I'm going to be very, very honest. Yeah, I feel like that is, especially for the people that are very like staunch when it comes to spirituality, I feel like this makes a lot of sense. It does make a lot of sense to me. It does make a lot of sense to me. These others were filtered. I don't know why. Hi Patsy, how did you get baby Imani? Did you conceive? No, not me. Yeah. Niko sure sitaelewa bado. Come on. Mimi tangu nikujue, sitaki hata kujua wewe ni nani. I just listen to you. Thank you. So is your partner a lady? No. With all due respect, no. You are too cute to be a man. You are a mother. Thank you. And that is also such an interesting comment. Maggie, Patsy is a trans woman. The partner is... No, the partner is not a lady. I'm not dating a lady. Yeah. Mimi mahali ili ni confused ni pale ukisema, kwani you guys, all of you are curious about Imani? Hey! Hi, you said the baby is yours biologically. You did not carry the baby. You did not use... Yes, I have answered that. His life or her, her life. Her life. Kiki. Her. Pronounce she, her. I love you, but the baby, how did you... Hey! Most of you are actually confused about the baby. Most of you, it's about the baby, by the way. Me also confused me. Are you into girls because you have a child? But it's not only girls who bring forth life. Yeah. Are you dating a woman? No. Mimi, I am. But the moment you mentioned your partner, surely. You guys. May I see your partner? No. Confusion is... So I feel like those are actually... That is all the questions. That is literally all the questions so far. So I don't know. Maybe tell me what is that you have been curious about, Patsy. What is that you would like to hear? What is that you wished I addressed in a deeper manner? But I feel like most of the questions zinaulizwa, I don't know. I'm not disregarding y'all's questions, but I feel like you guys are only interested about the baby part. And I honestly thought these questions would go deep. I thought you guys would ask deeper questions. But yes, let me hear what you have been curious about, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on this video, share to your family, share to your family, share to your grandma. Let her see a gorgeous trans woman. And that's how Patsy sees it. Until next time, same place, probably a different topic. See you then.